So, it's Valentine's Day. Um, and yes, I am not doing anything. Unsurprising, because I'm terrible. But, one of the things that I'd actually planned, um, was to do a vlog, kind of following up on Amber. Amber Lou, the last time you guys saw me talk about her here on YouTube was right after she made her notes app apology for her comments about an incident of police harassment or a police officer harassing someone in California on the an episode of Just Kidding News. And in that episode, I talked about kind of like how it made me feel as an Amber fan to see her talk like this. Um, Reactions from her fans that were really stressful and frustrating, as well as the response from one of the people on the show with her, who was just very, very disrespectful in her name. So that was in November, I believe. It is now the day of. If not for this, I'd be in Georgia right now, waiting to see Amber. But I'm not. I'm here. And I guess I just wanted to catch you guys up on what essentially my thought process has been since that day, just what Amber's been up to career wise and unpacking and learning from her anti-blackness wise, and just I have some of the comments. I got 4 comments on the video, and I'll just respond to them as well. So first is updating you guys on what Amber's been up to. Amber took a hiatus from Twitter from the time of her apology to whenever it was that CL, formerly of 21 from YG, came on Twitter, pretty much. So the self-imposed exile from Twitter was not backed up on her main social media platform, Instagram, where she also didn't appear to post the apology. I talked about this on Twitter. And she's been active pretty much every day on Instagram. No one at all brings up any of this, like not even as a, hey, what have you been doing with your time? And that's fine, whatever. At this point, I do not expect a single entertainment outlet to ask meaningful questions of the artist they interview, even when the question could be about like anti-blackness or just doing better about being sensitive about issues. I don't expect better from anyone, apparently. But Amber's been everywhere because her tour is, I guess, going well. People are talking to her, talking about her. She's on BuzzFeed Dayback, kind of endlessly. I had to actually unfollow because I was just so fucking tired of seeing her face, which sucks because her face is very nice. But it's just a stressful thing, mildly stressful thing for me. So her career is doing well. Her songs are popular. She's yay, but she's yet to say anything meaningful or do anything meaningful. And I guess that brings me to like the power of an apology. Like if you're going to make an apology, you should back it up. You know, you don't have to make an apology. And 90% of the time, the people in her industry do not make apologies for any anti-blackness. We're talking racial slurs, blackface, just saying I hate black people. Nobody apologizes for that. Nobody apologizes for any of that. And so initially, the idea like, yeah, we got this apology, that's better than we could expect, that is something that I thought. But then I realized that, like, the apology didn't come with anything. The apology wasn't backed up. It wasn't, I'm sorry, and here's how I'm going to fix things. It was, I'm sorry, stop talking about it. I'm sorry, I'm going to go away now. I'm sorry, I'm just going to go to Instagram. It's not meaningful because it's hollow. And whatever. That's whatever. Like, I can't make her apologize. I wouldn't make her apologize. But definitely, an apology that's backed by action is more meaningful. Period. And I wish she had given a meaningful apology that was backed up by whatever, like, just some attempt at understanding. And I don't think I'll ever get that, so this is just going to be yet another K-pop fandom thing where I get no closure. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. But, you know, like, in the first video, I kind of was like, hey, Amber, if you see this. Amber is never going to watch any of my videos. She's not going to read my blog posts. She's not going to read my website. And she don't have to. She is a grown-ass adult human being who can do whatever she wants. Same, honestly. Hopefully, eventually, she'll maybe figure out what she wants to do in terms of anti-blackness and understanding it. But I'm done. I guess. I'm done. Maybe. We'll see, because we still have the rest of the video to go. So, I got 4 comments on the last video. So, Be Mindful said, I've been to South Korea and watched the civil rights documentary, so they know. Amber has been problematic in the past, not to mention the LA riots. She would know that history. And actually, that's one of the things that pinged me, you know, constantly throughout watching people defend Amber, like, really sharply, was that Amber is from LA, and even if, you know, even though she lived in South Korea, like, at the very least, she should know that if you're from LA, a city that is, I mean, still marked by the LA riots, the relationships between Koreans and African Americans is still not great, you know, and you'd think that she'd go, but she doesn't make that connection. And to this, I still don't understand why she was kind of like, well, I thought anti-blackness would have gotten better. Again, how? What on earth would make it better? What on earth? Then Katie said, I didn't hear her say he deserved it because he was black. When I was watching it, I saw it as she was saying he deserved it because he was disrespecting the cop when he was telling him it was against the real seat on the platform. I do feel that the police was targeting him by signaling him out, but don't feel she meant it that way. If he was Hispanic, Asian, or Indian, would this have blown up like this? And there are 2 things here I want to address, Katie, if you're watching this. So my family is military cop. It's one of the weirdest, wildest things. But I don't think that anyone inherently deserves respect because of their job. Really, because I worked in retail, and the fact is that if you're a public person, yeah, you should be respected. But they did single him out because he was eating. The report said that, you know, they walked past other people who were eating on the platform. Witnesses said they went to this guy to bug him. And, you know, you can read into it however you want, but Amber did apologize for making her own assumptions, you know, based on his blackness and whatever. She made that apology, you know, and she did. But then there's the other thing, okay? If he was Hispanic, Asian, or Indian, would this have blown up like this? I don't like police brutality. I don't like police harassment. I think that people should be allowed to exist in public as long as they are not harming people. And eating on a train platform isn't harming anyone. And I would have blown it up if she watched someone get harassed by the police. It could have been another Korean person. And I would still be very frustrated at the idea that she doesn't have empathy enough to understand that people deserve the right to exist in public. So, yeah, Katie, I would have blown it up myself. I would absolutely have, even if it was just me, raised my voice about this, because it is frustrating to see people just kind of go like sheep for things when you could question it, you could ask why, you could attempt to understand, so at least your understanding isn't just like, yeah, okay, disrespecting the police means you deserve to be harassed. Like, let's have some nuance, please, because the nuance is always called for. Then Lionheart XO talked about Joe, I guess the guy from Just Kidding Films. I saw that tweet from him. Imagine reducing black people's experiences to social justice warrior. It's silencing and very problematic. Yeah, deadass. And I don't think he cares. Amber clearly does not care enough to call him out. Um, and at the end of the day, he didn't have to do that. He didn't. A lot of people really kind of cling to the idea of the social justice warrior as this boogeyman, as this thing they can mock. And oftentimes it tends to be black people. I've been definitely called a social justice warrior. I think this week someone was like, social justice warriors out to ruin fandom. And it's like, not really talking to you, person who's never written or read fan fiction, when I'm talking about fandom who writes fanfic. But whatever. You know, if you're going to call me a social justice warrior, well, it's a great thing my name's Xena, so warrior princessing up. But at the end of the day, like, if you don't agree with what other people are saying in terms of their point of view on social justice, you don't have to engage. I don't look up videos to get upset about them. I actually don't. I don't consume content with the express purpose of writing about it, unless like I'm commissioned to, or it's a big story or something, or if it's directly relevant to my writing life. You know, there's no point in making myself upset. Like, there are people I don't agree with, and I know I don't agree with them, and you know, I decided I'm not gonna, you know, deal with it. It'd be easy to make like 50 million more videos about why TK Park is a piece of shit. Like, literally, I could do it constantly because he is so anti-black. But I don't have to. I don't have to write articles about him. I don't have to do any of this. So I'm not going to. And so Joe could have seen these comments, which are largely coming from black people. He could have just disengaged. He could have just been like, they don't know anything. He could have just blocked people. Like, he doesn't have to use a block list or anything. I don't use block lists. I just get like really sleepy and block people in a row. But he didn't have to behave the way he did. He didn't have to be dismissive. He didn't have to be really rude. He could have just been like, you guys are wrong. Amber this, Amber that. Peace. He didn't have to do what he did. Then someone named Pooja said, still, I am not understanding the matter. Did she really say that black people deserve that? I've only heard that guy's disrespecting the police, so he deserved that. But matter had been expanded to racism. Amber knows how painful if the person is being judged by their appearance. So, dear, please don't get exhausted. It's not up to you to expect the people to care about sensitive things if you're telling them. It's up to individuals if they're going to care or not. So, focus on how you're going to take care of yourself and your loved ones in a positive way so you can live your life peacefully despite many things that can hurt you in this world. Stay positive. I'm going to try. And, you know, at the end of the day, and this ties into actually the next part of this that I did notes and everything, they're here. But at the end of the day, I'm the most important person in my story. I'm the most important person in my life. And I do have to be positive. I do have to let Amber go, essentially. I do have to, you know, go. Because, yeah, if I wasn't so incredibly online, I would have missed what Amber said. And I'd be in Georgia right now. I would be in motherfucking Georgia watching Amber do her best. But I'm not. And I can't change that. I can't change Amber. I can only change myself. And I can only change myself for the better. So, I guess I am closing my book on Amber. Regardless of what she does, positive or negative, I wish her the best. I hope her music career, you know, stays jumping. I hope good things happen to her, including growth. And I hope that for me too. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for sitting through this follow-up. And this will be the last time you hear me talk about Amber. I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. Thank you for watching.